Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Hinchelwood's late winner puts Seagulls in box seat to finish 8th and potentially qualify for Europe. Hinchelwood came on in the 83rd minute of Monday's contest at Amex Stadium and was on hand to tap in from Matt O'Reilly's cross 88 seconds later, with the goal initially disallowed for offside, though that decision was overturned after a VAR check. Another substitute had already played a key role for Brighton before then, with Cora Mitoma having dragged the hosts level for the second time in the 69th minute. Harvey Elliott had put Liverpool ahead 9 minutes in, with Yassine Ayari restoring parity before Dominic Szoboszlai netted on the stroke of half-time. Mohamed Salah squandered a huge chance prior to Brighton's second equaliser, and it proved costly as Liverpool's winless run stretched to 3 games, while the hosts leapfrogged Brentford into 8th place, which could earn a place in the UEFA Conference League next season. How the match unfolded: a superb bit of play from Conor Bradley produced Liverpool's opener as he burst into the box and squared for Elliott to tuck home. Bradley almost turned from provider to scorer, but skewed an attempt wide, and he was then caught cold at the back as Brajan Ruda picked out Ayari, who took a fantastic touch before steering a low finish out of Alisson's reach in the 32nd minute. Liverpool, though, restored their lead on the stroke of half-time, Szoboszlai catching Bart Verbruggen cold with a cross shot that dipped into the left-hand corner. Salah squandered a huge chance to make it 3-1 when he sliced wide of a gaping goal early in the second half, before Alisson made a fantastic save to deny Danny Welbeck. Yet Brighton did hit back as, just 4 minutes after coming on, Mitoma volleyed in on the rebound after Alisson parried another Welbeck shot. A stunning comeback was complete when Hinchelwood arrived on the end of O'Reilly's centre, with the goal awarded after the semi-automated technology proved Jarell Quansah had played Denmark international O'Reilly onside. Liverpool faltering after a run of 69 straight Premier League starts. Virgil van Dijk was left on the bench by Arne Slot, who handed a start to Quansah and gave his captain a rest. That decision perhaps had consequences, with Brighton finding plenty of attacking joy throughout the contest, and it was Quansah who just failed to move out swiftly enough to catch O'Reilly offside in the build-up to Hinchelwood's winner. Indeed, Liverpool could easily have conceded more, with Alisson having to pull off a smart stop to thwart the typically busy Welbeck. However, matters could have been different if Salah had brought his shooting boots to the south coast. Salah's swing and miss with the goal at his mercy showed he is human after all, and he shot at Verbruggen shortly after from close range as the Egyptian failed to mark his 400th Liverpool game and his 300th Premier League match overall, with a strike that would have seen him equal the competition's single-season goal contribution record. The performance of Bradley, though, was an overall positive, and it was telling that Slot did not turn to Trent Alexander-Arnold at all, with the right back leaving the Reds at the end of the season. Bradley may have more competition at right back next season, with Jeremy Frimpong reportedly a Liverpool target, but he did his chances no harm, even if he could perhaps have done better for Brighton's first goal. The Reds will now aim to finish a fantastic season on a winning note when they take on FA Cup victors Crystal Palace at Anfield on Sunday. Super subs seal it for Seagulls. Fabian Herzler got his changes spot on, with 3 of his 5 substitutes playing a key role as Brighton ended their home campaign on a high. Mitoma provided the touch of class to finish after Alisson had frustrated Welbeck, and his guile in the final third was enough to put Liverpool's sluggish defence on the back foot. It was Hinchelwood who was the hero, though, as he netted the 4th fastest goal by a substitute in the Premier League this season. And to make his cameo even more special, the match winner was subbed on alongside his cousin, Harry Howell, who became Brighton's youngest player in the Premier League in the process. Brighton are now unbeaten in their last 3 home league games against Liverpool, and this win has propelled them 3 points clear of Brentford in the race for 8th, which may still be enough to secure European football for next season. They round off their campaign with a trip to Tottenham Hotspur, with a point in that fixture enough to guarantee them an 8th place finish. Club reports. What the managers said: Fabian Herzler, there have been a lot of highs and lows throughout the season. It's important you don't overreact, and important to stay grounded and humble. because there is still one game to go, but I'm really proud of the team. Onslaught. Two very good teams wanting to play football, not time wasting, no diving. Momentum changed in the game, and I waited for us to score the third. That would have killed the game. But they made it 2-2. Great game of football, but not the result we wanted. Key facts: Liverpool have lost a Premier League game, having led at half-time for the first time since December 2016. A 4-3 loss at Bournemouth, ending their run of 156 games without defeat when leading at the break. Dowie 142-14. Liverpool are the first side to be crowned Premier League champions, and then fail to win their next 3 games in the competition in the same season. D1L2 Brighton have come back to win 3 Premier League games this season when trailing at half-time, with only Fulham doing so more often 5. Only Fulham 17 have had more goals scored by substitutes in the Premier League this season than Brighton 13, with subs Cole Mitoma and Jack Hinchelwood both netting this evening. Brighton and Hove Albion reignited their European ambitions with a dramatic 3-2 victory over Liverpool in a pulsating Premier League encounter at the Amex Stadium on Sunday. In a game full of twists and turns, the Seagulls showcased their resilience and attacking flair, capitalizing on Liverpool's defensive frailties to edge a match that will live long in the memory of the home supporters. Brighton struck first through João Pedro in the 14th minute, the Brazilian coolly slotting home after a slick passing move that split Liverpool's midfield. The goal was a just reward for Brighton's bright start, as Roberto De Zerbi's side pressed with intensity and purpose. Liverpool, however, responded in typical fashion. Mohamed Salah leveled the score just before the half-hour mark, capitalizing on a mix-up between Lewis Dunk and goalkeeper Jason Steele. The Egyptians' poacher's finish brought the Reds back into the game and set the tone for a relentless first half. The visitors then took the lead in the 38th minute, as Darwin Núñez converted a Trent Alexander-Arnold cross with a sharp header. Liverpool seemed to have seized control, with their attacking trio creating constant problems for Brighton's back line. But the second half saw a shift in momentum. Brighton came out with renewed urgency and found the equalizer in the 62nd minute through substitute Julio Enciso, who rifled a shot past Alisson from the edge of the box after a clever layoff from Cole Mitoma. With the home crowd in full voice, Brighton surged forward in search of a winner, and they got it. In the 79th minute, Pascal Gross delivered a curling cross into the area, where João Pedro rose above Virgil van Dijk to nod in his second of the match. The goal sent the Amex into raptures and stunned a Liverpool side that had looked increasingly vulnerable under pressure. Jurgen Klopp introduced fresh legs in a bid to salvage a point, but Brighton held firm during a tense final 10 minutes. A superb last-ditch tackle from Tariq Lamptey and a key save from Steele in stoppage time denied Liverpool a dramatic equalizer. The result sees Brighton climb to 6th in the Premier League table, just 2 points off a Champions League place, and significantly boosts their chances of securing European football for a second consecutive season. For Liverpool, the defeat marks a setback in their title chase and underlines lingering questions over their defensive consistency. Speaking after the match, De Zerbi praised his side's character. "We showed heart and quality today. Beating a team like Liverpool is never easy, and this performance shows what we're capable of." For Brighton, it was a statement win, a thrilling victory over one of the league's giants that reaffirmed their status as genuine contenders on the continental stage. Please subscribe to my channel.